We are all about the world-famous Octagon and all about continuing to bring great fights to the fight fans around the world. Let's welcome in the unbeaten newcomer from the Sarah camp, Pete Dragosel, a middleweight grudge match for the bragging rights on Long Island against Phil Baroni. The New York badass, Phil Baroni, is fighting to get his career back on track. Baroni became a UFC sensation due to his attitude, punching power, and willingness to slug it out. He scored major knockout wins over Amar Suloev and Dave Manet, but has lost his last 3 fights. He was supposed to fight ruthless Robbie Lawler, but Lawler pulled out due to injury, so now Baroni faces undefeated fellow New Yorker Pete Dragosel.
It doesn't matter who you pick, style-wise. The good wrestlers will knock out standing. The guys that think they could stand, I'll probably knock them out standing, but I can also, beat them on the ground. The ground game has come up a lot in the last couple of years.
Pete Dragosel is a student of 7-time UFC veteran Matt the Terror Serra. Undefeated at 5-0, Sell is known for his jiu-jitsu game, but has worked hard on his striking skills with trainer Ray Longo. There is some animosity between the Sarah camp and Baroni, and Sell jumped at this last-second opportunity.
I think he's a good, very good opponent. He's coming off a few losses. All the pressure's on him. I have nothing to lose, basically, because if I beat him, I'm the man. If he beats me, so what?
Coming up next, it's a New York showdown. As newcomer, Pete Dragosel takes on the New York badass, Phil Baroni. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight matchup brought to you by Science. Phil Baroni, 28 years old. Pete Sell, just a youngster. He is only 22 years old. A 2-inch reach advantage for the 5'11", 183-pound American. Pete Sell, the Battle of Long Island, set to take place. Our referee, Mario Yamasaki.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Here we go. Let's see if Baroni just tries to explode with strikes early, Joe.
Phil Baroni is the possessor of one of the most brutal highlight knockouts ever. His knockout of Dave Manet. That one's going to go down in history.
Baroni nice going body shot, yep.
He wants to get this fight to the ground, it looks like. And he's got it. Goes on his back. See his guard.
Pete Sell, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and boxing.
Very well-schooled jiu-jitsu guy. All of Matt Serra's students are excellent, and Pete Sell is one of his top students.
Phil Baroni on his backside.
This is not where he wants to be, without a doubt. Phil's already cut.
Yeah, he is.
Phil's right eye is cut.
Pete Sell staying busy. You know, you'd said before, everything to gain, nothing to lose for Pete Sell. Phil Baroni said he's got a lot to lose. He's trying to get his career back on track. So, despite who his opponent is, he acknowledged he wants to get in the win column. He's got plenty to gain.
Yeah, and we don't know that much about Pete Sell, but from what I've seen, I've actually rolled this guy. I had a good pleasure being strangled by him before. A very good jiu-jitsu guy, and he's a hungry young lion. You know, this guy easily could be one of the future stars of the UFC. You're catching him at his entry-level fight in the UFC.
Don't forget, we talked about it earlier tonight, UFC 52 coming up April 16th from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Couture Liddell 2, April 16th, live on pay-per-view.
Phil Baroni at this point looks like he's just praying for a stand-up. He's hanging on, he's not trying to submit him. He's just holding on, hoping Mario Yamasaki stands him back up. Pete Dragosel is staying active. He's got to try to break this guard and pass. He's standing up right now. He's going to stack him, put some pressure on him.
Close guard, Drago trying to extend some ability to throw down a big haymaker.
That's what he's looking for. He's looking to break that guard loose. He's looking to get a leg loose, something he can pass. He wants to improve his position. Right now, Phil's just hanging on. Nice elbows by Pete Sell.
Pete Sell able to impress his will upon his opponent, Phil Baroni, here early. Now, Phil Baroni's been studying jiu-jitsu with Mark Lehman for 3 years, so should be comfortable in the guard after 3 years with a great teacher like Lehman.
Well, Mark Lehman's philosophy from the guard is actually a defensive philosophy. He thinks the guy should hang on and wait for a stand-up, and that's what he's doing right now. Phil is just kind of holding on, maybe possibly looking for a sweep, but mostly looking to defend himself, protect himself from damage, which he's doing a very good job of. Pete hasn't been able to get any real good offense here. I mean, he's winning so far, but he's not doing any damage. Phil's in no danger here. He's fine. He's not hurt. He's a little cut, but he's fine. He's just hanging on, waiting for the stand-up. If he gets stood up, that's his work.
Don't forget the UFC CD is available. Ultimate Beatdown Volume 1 medal featuring Slayer, Hatebreed, and American Head Charge.
Phil's up. Phil's up.
He is up.
Here he goes.
All right.
This is his world.
Now let's see how Baroni is. Baroni wanting to go toe-for-toe, avoid the takedown this time.
Big right hand by Phil.
Sell sticks his tongue out.
Oh, he got hit by a big uppercut.
Dropped him with an uppercut.
Sell might have been hurt there. Phil connected with a big uppercut.
And a good sprawl by Baroni.
Sell's got him up against the fence. But Phil's got excellent takedown defense. Throws a knee to the body. He's got his head tied up.
Can he connect with a knee and be real dangerous from this position, Joe?
Yeah, he can. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. 30 seconds remains in round 1. Sell doing a lot of things on the ground of Baroni, but Baroni recovering very well. This could turn out to be a 15-minute war.
Absolutely.
I like the way this one's going. Had a couple of quick knockouts tonight, some rep stoppages, some submissions.
Pete Drago Sell proving to be very strong.
And there you have the end of round 1. Phil Baroni able to get it back to the feet.
Every round starts up on the feet, and that's Phil Baroni's big advantage. He landed a heavy uppercut in that last round.
No question, and you know when he explodes, he can explode with multiple punches. Baroni using that head
good right hand by Sell.
Yep.
And he smiled at Phil. Oh, he faked the takedown and shot in for a punch.
Baroni definitely looks light on his feet, though. Not like he was against Devin Tanner. Seems to have not gassed, and you know, we talked about that, Joe, what happens and you overtrain, all of a sudden your body just doesn't respond. It's responding here tonight.
Yeah, he looks in excellent shape tonight.
The Phil Baroni we know and some love, not all, but some do love. Baroni is, I'll tell you what, outspoken and fun to listen to.
Baroni dropped down for a takedown. He's got him scooped up. Pete Sell is a very good guard, though. And unlike Phil Baroni, he's going to try for submissions from this position. He's got a complete jiu-jitsu game.
Talked about it, UFC 52, live on pay-per-view, coming your way in April.
He's controlling Phil, and you see him moving his legs up. He's looking to try to secure something.
Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, too. That night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Phil's got him pressed up against the fence right here, throwing some tight elbows and punches. But Pete is doing a pretty good job of defending himself. And you notice how he keeps raising his legs, lifting his hips up. They're going to trap an arm or something here.
Baroni going to
There he goes, up the legs. He's looking for Phil to make some sort of a mistake where he lets one arm get through, where he can lock a hold of a shoulder. Get an arm across it, perhaps secure a triangle or an arm bar. In the meanwhile, he's eating some leather. So this is the key with a puncher like Phil. You've got to control his body. And this is what we didn't see David Terrell do. When a guy's on top of you, you've got to control his head, control his upper body. You can't let a guy raise up and punch down on you. And a lot of that comes from really strong guys who are used to being on top. They're not used to being on the bottom. And that we might have seen that in the David Terrell fight.
Second round has the guard being utilized by Pete Sell. Is Baroni delivering the same punishment to Sell in the second round that Sell did to Baroni in the first round, Joe?
Well, Sell didn't do too mumuch damage with punches. I mean, they made a cut, but it's basically the same right here. It's very difficult. Both these guys are very skilled at a defensive guard and holding the guy in place and not absorbing too much punishment. Phil didn't really take too much punishment. He was, you know, the guy was on top of him, but he didn't get hurt. And it doesn't look like Pete's getting hurt here either. This is just basically a let's see what opens up. As long as Phil is sitting up like that, he's not going to be able to. There he goes. That's a big punch. He's got to raise up to get that big power in. And Pete's holding him down, nodding him. Mario Yamasaki stands him up. Very good call.
And if you're Baroni, you don't mind that at all.
Not at all. This is his world.
See if he can tee one up. Sell has struck back, though. Sell's done well on his feet so far.
Well, absolutely. Sell's got some good hands. He's got some good striking. But you got to favor Phil Baroni in these exchanges. He's got heavy punches. All he needs is one punch to put you on Queer Street.
Closing the distance real quickly is Sell. Every time he comes in, he closes up that distance real quickly.
Phil looks very relaxed here. But you know what? So does Sell. This is his big show, and this is his first shot at the big show. He's not faltering at all. Matter of fact, he just landed a nice left hook there.
Tried to hit with the uppercut. Did not connect.
Phil took some. Take him down. He got a big takedown.
Baroni with a takedown, an impressive one. Took the opportunity not to stay on the feet, though,
There
Joe.
he's passing now. There he goes. You know what? To Phil do some damage, he's got to pass. He's passed a half guard here, which is a better position. What he really wants to do is mount or get inside control. He's got to get past Pete's right leg, or left leg, excuse me. Right now he's on top of the right. He's in half guard, and Pete's got a loose half guard. He's not controlling him or locking him down, which gives Phil much more room to land those elbows he's landing right now and some punches.
20 seconds remains in round number 2. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. As is the main event of the evening between Tito Ortiz and Vitor Belfort, fighting for the 3 and 4 spots in the light heavyweight division. Randy and Chuck, number 1 and number 2 right now. The light heavyweight champion Randy Couture fights Chuck Liddell April 16th.
Close round. You got to give that round to Phil Baroni, though, with the takedowns. I've got Baroni ahead right now. I think he won both those rounds. I think they were close, but I think he won both of them.
Are you ready? Let's go! All right, let's see if he swings for the fences here to open round 3.
Drago's on a big right hand. He's in it to win it.
The Battle of Long Island.
Oh, big right hand.
Baroni's going to start to feel it here.
As long as Pete's in front of him and they have these exchanges, this is very dangerous.
Baroni ducks under, and they push away. Sell hasn't backed off, though, Joe.
He's landed some good shots, but Baroni's are quite a bit harder. Baroni's got the double underhook. He's got a hold of his body. He's going to listen to his coach, Mark Lehman, and go for a takedown.
And he's got him up against the fence, too, exactly where Mark said it would be apropos to achieve that takedown.
Pete's got to do something dramatic here. He can't just let Phil sit on top of him and punch him. He will definitely lose the decision this way. He's got to make a submission attempt, get to his feet. Got to make something happen.
Don't forget, UFC DVDs, distributed by Studio Works Entertainment. UFC 50 on DVD just released. Ultimate Knockouts 1 and 2 combo, 47, 48, 49, 50 I mentioned. Ultimate Knockouts 3. They're all available right now. Distributed by Studio Works Entertainment.
Good call by Mario Yamasaki, standing these guys up. Phil took a look at the time. Saw there's 3 minutes to go.
Ducked under the uppercut. 2:50 remains in the 3rd and final round. Phil Baroni and Pete Sell.
Good uppercut
again.
by Pete.
for the counter, it appears, Joe.
Yeah, he's actually calling Pete in. Big right hand. There he goes. He's moving away now.
Looking for the takedown.
Takedown again.
Oh, and a good one.
Big slam.
Good one. Those are impressive takedowns by Phil Baroni.
Phil Baroni's an excellent wrestler.
Yes,
we don't see it too much because he's such a big puncher, but he's more than capable of taking people down.
Two-time All-American wrestler in junior college, started wrestling in 7th grade. He just loves the hand so much, and he's such a powerful puncher. You're right, you don't think about the wrestling skills, but that is his foundation, that is his base.
Yeah, absolutely. Pete Sell's got to do something here. He can't just lie here and let Phil punch him from his guard. If he's going for a Kimura, doesn't have it though. He's going for a guillotine. Again, like we saw before earlier this evening, he's got an arm in. It is possible to submit a guy from that, but it's harder. It takes a lot of muscle strength, and he might be pretty tired now. The third round, a pretty grueling fight, but he does have full guard.
Could you imagine, after the way he's dominated this fight?
Lose by submission here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Phil's just lying there. I don't know what's going on here. Phil's probably just biding his time.
Trying to control his breathing. You got it locked in.
He's saying he's out.
It's out.
He's tapping.
It's tapping. It's all over. It's all over.
Pulls out an unbelievable upset.
Like I said,
He tapped him from the guard.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu one-on-one.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 19 seconds of the third round. For the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Pete Drago Sam.